Hey guys, how you doing? This is Mango Sector. I'm here today to bring the review for One Punch Man Season 2, Episode number 6. And now, the most important thing for me, and it's probably what I'm going to spend the majority of the time talking about in this review, is the whole revelation of monster cells and what I do believe that this means for the series moving forward. Because so monster cells were introduced within this episode. We know that if you eat them, ups your strength and you get a monster form. We see that within this episode. So immediately I start to think over to Jared. For obvious reasons, because he's the main protagonist for the series. So it just made me wonder, does he currently have monster cells or not? There are reasons to think each way, and I'm possibly going to go through them now. I see the possibility that he already does have them, and that's simply because we know that he impersonated someone within this tournament within the past. I started to think to myself, what if it wasn't an impersonation? What if that was just his monster form? And what can go along with this is his abnormal strength when it comes to, because he's working through S-Class. He's working through S-Class heroes, so we can say that his strength is, I guess, superhuman, if you want to call it that. So that, for those two reasons, it does lead me to believe that, to the possibility that he has eaten monster cells within the past. We know he's a big fan of monsters as well. That's another reason why that he would do. And so, yeah, it's just led me to believe maybe he's ate monster cells in the past, and this is why he is this strong as he is now. But I am currently a fan of him not having yet eaten monster cells, and all of this strength and skill and all of that just right now is just all natural through training, through whatever, but just all natural, all human evolution, if you want to call it that. And later on down the line, because he's a fan of monsters, because he calls himself a monster, because he essentially wants to be a monster, when he finds out about monster cells, because there might be something he just doesn't know about yet, when he finds out about them, gets his hands on them, eats them, or however you get that into your system, and then truly becomes the monster he wants to be, and then his strength, on top of the already monster strength that he has, is then added together, and then we get a power up from him. That would be amazing. That is the route I think we should take, because then he can be more of a match. Because we've got to remember, this is the One Punch Man. More of a match for Saitama for that final showdown that they will probably have at the end of the season. Now, when I say more of a match, I mean similar to the degree of how I forgot the name of the last opponent of season 1, but we know that One Punch broke his armor. We know that I think there was like 2 other hits. I'm thinking of consecutive, and then the Killer Series, the final blow. That's the kind of level of trouble, or maybe even more, but that's the kind of level minimum of trouble Gaara should be given Saitama at the end of the season. That is what I think should happen, and that's the route I'm hoping that we take. But that's the most important thing about this episode. The rest of the episode is really the tournament finishing up. Obviously, we know we got to the finals of the tournament. Saitama loses, simply because he's impersonating somebody else, so he has to run. That's the funny moment within the episode, in a LOL moment, in my personal opinion. And then we have S-Class, I was going to say S-Class mages, S-Class heroes from 15 all the way upwards, making their way onto the scene, helping out with the Monster Association attack. Currently, one thing that did upset me about this episode, and I am going to mention it because I almost forgot, is that we didn't get the Watchdog hero versus Gyro fight. But based on, I can't really call it a preview, but based on just the end of this episode, I'm thinking we are going to get that next fight, because I'm looking for it, because I want to see what he really can do. But within this episode as well, we got to see some of the S-Class heroes, and they're quite interesting. I think his name was Pig God, and he just ate the threat that he was dealing with, and this threat that he was dealing with was poisonous, and he seems to be able to deal with poisons with no troubles whatsoever. We've got Kid Emperor, and now he's very intelligent. We can see that he was able to find a cure for the poison very easily. But I'm wondering what he can do combat wise. There was a bit where he was there doing his analyzing, trying to find out the antidote for the poison, and a monster was coming for him, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, if only I had my backpack," kind of thing. So he does have some kind of combat skills, but I don't think he himself is physically that strong. But he probably has been S class. He's got because he's S class. He's got to have a way to deal with combat. Deal with combat situations, and that's kind of what I want to see from him. But yeah, other than that, I don't have anything to say about this episode. I think it scrapes a 3-star rating, if I'm honest. Like always, guys, I want to give you your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. But most importantly, take care. Have a nice day.